Originally, I came across the concept of mindfulness when I was attending a counsellor, and I was attending that counsellor for trauma-related experiences. And I was really having difficulty with anxiety and depression at that time. This particular counsellor suggested to me that mindfulness, and in particular the courses run by Frank Liddy, would be helpful to me. That was all she said. It was one sentence. My initial reaction to the concept of mindfulness was puzzlement, fascination. I'd never heard this term before. I didn't know what it would mean. But I was in a place where I was willing to try anything that might be beneficial, and so I looked up the course and paid my first visit. I suppose when I initially attended the course, I was probably feeling anxious, but I was also curious to find out what this mindfulness thing was. And so I really just allowed myself to be an open book that particular day. And I was very surprised. The first session was very welcoming, very calming, very positive. I was in a smallish group with a number of other like-minded people seeking similar kinds of help, and it was a very therapeutic environment to be in. And I also learned some skills during even that first session that were very helpful with me, and I still find helpful, 5-6 years on. It's allowed me to become aware of my own patterns of thinking, my own styles of thinking. It's helped me to notice whether those are helpful or unhelpful. It's helped me to make more skillful choices about how I react to things, perhaps even how I can choose to respond to things in a more constructive and healthy way. Those are the kinds of skills that it has embedded in me, but what that has ultimately created within me is a sense of strength, a sense of calmness, a sense of resilience that I perhaps didn't have before. And I think that one of the beautiful things about mindfulness is that it's like a beautiful rolling snowball. Those strengths keep strengthening themselves. The more I practice, the more I find that strength is added to strength. So those qualities of feeling calmer, being able to spot when I'm possibly going to get into difficulty, being able to choose, stop, pause, observe, make a choice, all of that becomes more and more automatic. Those healthier choices become more and more automatic the more I practice. And as a result of that, as a direct result of that, life becomes happier.